I'm just going to cut in all the way around, and I'll get the big roller out and we'll just roll it. But this is the easiest way to do it without making a mess. So, and of course, these brushes, these throwaway brushes, I certainly recommend it for trim and cutting around. I mean, a lot of folks make comments that, get a real professional paintbrush, but this is the way to go. They're real pointy on the tip, and they cut in really nice. No mess. You don't have to tape nothing out. It's perfect for this job. So let's get the trim all the way around. Then we'll get out the big roller and roll it. All right, we're getting there. Just take your time, don't be in a rush to paint. Painting takes a while. And, trimming everything out just makes it a lot easier for cleanup. Get yourself a color chart and maybe you can, get a project going. Paint the room in your house or whatever. That's all cut in around the doors. So next will be to hook up the roller and then just roll it. Just kind of roll it, get the roller wet. Go around a couple of times like that. And then, you're pretty much ready. So let's start right here while we're here. Look how easy that is. This is great. So I hope you decided what room you're going to work on and get painting. I mean, as you can see, this is really not difficult. And it makes quite an improvement in your house. So it may be something you want to do yourself and make a big difference in the room. It's not so difficult. You can do this. I got faith in you. You can do it. So just, pick out a color and get started. Okay. Let me stop talking and get working. So you can see it all complete. There's a lot of things we're going to do in this little hallway. And I'm going to show you. I'm certainly going to change the light in here. That light's got to go. We'll make something nice. And on that wall, on that side, I'll show you. I'm going to put some shelves in there and hang a mirror, make it look nice when you come in here. Because it's kind of plain, this hallway. It's just something that gets neglected in all homes. So you got to work on your hallways. Make them presentable when you walk in. Because that's where you go through all the doors and go to the other rooms. So you want a good impression. So that's what we're going to do. Work on that. So we'll clean up and we'll start measuring and figuring out how to make a little shelf here. And we'll do that together. We'll go get the material. We need some shelving board. Of course, we'll paint it. And then we'll go thrifting. I love to go to thrift shops. There's a lot of great things at thrift shops. And then, like I say, we'll go to Lowe's or Home Depot and pick out a nice light to hang in here. And it'll be finished. And then on to the living room. We're going to paint the same color under the chair mold and all the way around. And I'll show you that. So let me clean up and we'll be right back. So here we are, pulling up to Lowe's. We're going to see what they have for lighting and pick up some shelving board. Boy, it's busy today. Of course, it's a Sunday. They're usually busy. But let's go inside and see what they have. Yeah, this is amazing. You can certainly get confused in these box stores. They're beautiful lights. Just have to find out what's going to go well in that little hallway. You don't want a real big light. So I'll be looking around and see what's interesting. Let's take a look down here and see. Yeah, I think I found the light. Check this out. Yeah, I think that's the light. Zoom in here. I didn't want to go with crystal, but this is like a roping or something. Yeah, that's it. It's beautiful. All right. I think it's sold. Perfect. So many bulbs. Looking for a clear bulb, actually. These are clear. This is $13 for a 4-pack. But they're kind of nice. Let's take a look. It's really nice. check that out. We'll have some extra in case they burn out the bulbs. That'd be good. Let's get these. This would be good. 6-foot piece. And we'll make a little shelf with this. Let's get some more trim stuff and that'll work. Let's do it. Yeah, this is 1 by 1.5. And we'll take this, do some trimming. Be nice. Well, we got it all. Let's head up to the register. Okay, well, we got the shelving board. Let's make a shelf. See what we come out to here. Well, it's 35 inches, and that's enough to clear this molding. We're going to have it coming across here. So let's cut this at 35 inches, and we'll come back and see if it actually fits before we do anything. So let's go do that. We'll go outside and cut it. Come on. Okay. I always wear safety equipment. At least wear gloves and goggles for sawdust. So we'll get that cut to 35 inches. Let's go check the fit. We'll see how it's going to fit in there. Let's see how it's going to fit there. Perfect. Give us a little room on each side. Can you see that there? Here. So what I'm going to do is I actually cut 2 shelves. So we can have like maybe a bookshelf under here. That would look nice. So let's do that. That'd be cool. So we actually cut 2 of these. And the purpose for that is we're going to do something like this. Let's see if I can hold that there a second. We're going to do something like that. We can put books in here and things on top of here. So let's do that. That'll look nice. Okay, we're going to outline here where we're going to drill some holes to screw it together. Put a screw there, a screw there. That's how you do that. So let's mark them all out and then we'll drill them. We'll screw some in here. And you don't need much on something like this. Usually if you're making a cabinet like this, you would use glue too as well. But we're not going to do that. And you're certainly not going to see the sides. It'll be up against the wall. So I think it's going to be good. Let's see what happens. I just cut this board here. That's going to go on the back of it. That'll hold it square and something to screw to. So let's see how that's going to fit. Go there. Okay, look at that. So that'll be like the back of it, and we'll paint that back there. And we got ourselves a nice little shelf here. I mean, it's pretty reasonable to build. I mean, to buy these shelves, it's crazy. I mean, some of these shelves are, $100. So what did we do here? The shelving board was $8, and that little trim we're going to put on the front, that was $6. So what a savings! I mean, it pays to do it yourself. So this could be a good project for you. If you want shelves in your kitchen, wherever. Well, let's nail that on there and get it straight and square. Well, here we go. Just have to give it a little final sanding. We'll paint it up and we'll hang it on the wall. I think it's going to look great. This is something you can do. It's pretty simple. And you save a lot of money instead of buying shelves. And you make a custom size, any size you want it to fit. That's perfect. That's just pine. Pretty reasonable. Okay, let's get this up on the wall and get it painted. So before we start painting, we want to get a damp rag and just take off any final sawdust or particles. It'll just make it a nice smooth finish. It looks nice. So take your time. And, you can do this. This is low budget, high design. So save your money. Make your money go further. Double your income by doing it yourself. We're going to head over to the thrift shop. This is my Main Street here. Thrift shop alley. There's so many thrift shops here. It's amazing. So let's see what they have here. Oh my goodness. This place is great. Let's take a look at the, see if we find some mirrors. We're looking for a wall mirror, remember? Ooh, great. Wow, that's nice too. Where you look at this. Wow, this is a nice mirror. What do you think? That'd fit perfectly in the hallway. Let's go around this side and look at it. Yeah, that's great. Well, that's expensive, but it's a big mirror. It's 36 by 48. Oh, this was a great find. I'm so glad we came here. Look at this mirror. It's unbelievable. It'll fit right on that wall where we're about to hang up that little shelf we built. And these photographs here, come on, $2 a piece. Folks, you got to go thrifting. Save some money. Well, let's get back and get to work. I got the mother load. Let's hang this up, see what it looks like. Okay, we'll let that dry. It's a beautiful day for that. Sun's really bright. It'll bake on real nice. Well, while that shelf is drying out there, we'll get this mirror ready to be hung on this wall. I got some brackets I'm going to drill in. It's got to be strong. It's pretty heavy, this mirror. So we'll start with that, putting the brackets in. Check this out. They're little beads that hang there. I think they're like a wood, something like that. But it's going to go good in here with all the color combination. So let's hook this up. It's going to look great. Yeah, it was missing some screws, but I had to go through my arsenal out there in the garage and find something. But that's okay. It was an open box with missing parts, and I got it for half price. I mean, this was $60. I got it for $30. Plus, we had to buy the bulbs. They were $13. Let's put those bulbs in. This was great. We got 2 extra bulbs. It does take 2 bulbs. So, moment of truth. Let's turn the switch on. It really brings out the ceiling. I mean, what a design. I love it. It's great. It should look really nice when everything's put together. So let's do that. Well, we're down to the last decorating in this little hallway. Let's take a look at everything, how it came out. And the bookshelf came out really nice. We got some things at the Goodwill store. We'll put that now and make it look real nice. And show you how you can actually do a room like this for really a reasonable price. Let's continue decorating the shelves and things. Well, as you know, this room came a long way. It was all just plain white in here. And you know, we had a plan and started with the paint. And it's come a long way for a little hallway. I'll give you a look around. I mean, all these pictures and things on the shelves. I mean, you're talking like $15. And it really improves your home. So get a plan going and see if you can actually improve one of your rooms, make it nice. It's a good feeling when you walk in a room that's fresh and clean. And well, here's my certificates. I'm a helicopter pilot and airplane pilot, and that was my my first solo was back in 2003, a long time ago. So for about $160, you can transform a little hallway like this. That's inviting to come into. And like I was saying, go to each room. Well, thanks for being with me. I really appreciate you subscribing and watching my videos. And you know, you have questions, I'd love to answer them. You know, of course, love all your comments and whatever you need to know. You just let me know. I'm really here to help you. I'm really, you know, a serious YouTuber, and I take, you know, do-it-yourself really serious. So, and I'm hoping that this can leave you with some kind of ideas or things to do. And let's talk about it, and talk with everyone else on the channel. They're all so interesting, these people. So I'm going to say goodbye, and I'm so glad that you're here. And you know, happy decorating.